Believe this, it's like a bad dream.
I know. Somebody must have left the bag open.
Oh. Will Butler tosses German tourist out of a nightclub washroom, complete with a picture of a guy in a sling. And of course, socks and sandals.
Whoever sold that picture to the paper made some big money.
Will's gonna be in such a bad mood.
I know. I hope he takes a swing at somebody.
Why?
Because I got bills.
Will Butler is not gonna hit anybody, and even if he did, you can't photograph it unless he punches Kip, in which case I would like doubles.
Hey, Carl, can you keep a secret?
Can I? Only 4 people in the world know that my sister used to be my brother. Okay, now 5.
Yesterday, I was down on the 2nd floor behind the studio, and I discovered something very, very exciting. The VIP men's washroom.
So?
So, it's like a secret palace down there. They've got this attendant guy that brushes off your shoulders. They've got these big leather chairs. They've got combs in blue water. They even have a sauna.
Wow. You know, when my sister used to be my brother, she kept combs in blue water. So the washroom's really that classy?
Well, I fell asleep in one of the leather chairs last night. Woke up this morning, shoes shined, cleanly shaved, and wearing a fresh pair of underwear.
That is classy.
Listen to this. Will Butler said he felt the German tourist in the washroom was crowding him, and he had no option but to grab him by the camcorder strap and throw him out.
Dated a German once, and there were straps involved.
Well, isn't that romantic?
Good morning. Bringing my messages. What are you, darling?
Such a professional coming in here with that big smile. What are you smiling about? You were going to get your ass suit off.
The German is not going to sue. I talked to him.
Isn't that refreshing in a day and age where people are just suing each other left and right? All you had to do was write out a huge check to a Mr. Ralph Clausen.
Well, according to my publicity people, between that check and doing a public service announcement for kids, I'll be good to go.
Oh my God, yes, a public service announcement. That's a great idea. I love PSAs, as we PSA fans call them.
There are fans?
Plenty. And GMB's What About That campaign is amazing. Have you seen it? The one about setting a good example.
No.
Okay. So there's a dad, and he hates celery, but the son is watching. So the dad eats like this huge piece of celery, and then the son says, "Dad, you ate that entire piece of celery." And then the dad says, "What about that?" It's when if you see, it's very moving.
Claude, you want to write my PSA?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I? More than I want to rip open this box of chocolate-covered cherries you got sitting on your desk. How can you just let them sit there? I am very excited about this. This is an incredible opportunity.
I think you do a great job. Thanks. Claude, take the cherries.
Really? What a day.
This place better be worth it. Wardrobe guy made me fork over a sheet cake for these jackets.
I think you'd feel a tad underdressed if you weren't wearing a jacket.
Holy smackerel, this is one fancy crapper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Handcrafted in an era when going to the bathroom still meant something. Would you care for a cigar?
Oh. Thank you, my good man. Don't mind if I do.
Someone's coming. Just act like you belong here.
What are you two doing here?
We're enjoying the amenities.
This place is for VIPs only.
You're not a VIP.
I can pass for a VIP. But you two, what is this, Abbott and Costello go to the washroom?
We'll get used to it because we're not leaving.
Okay, you leave me no other option. Edgar, the nickel-plated nose trimmer, please.
What? Oh, no, you wouldn't.
Dude, if he does that, I can't stomach it, man.
No. Just block it out. Think of happy things. Puppy dogs and kittens and robots. Oh, Okay. Fine. You win this time, Nostrils McGee. But my friend's love of cigars and alabaster urinals will eventually transcend his fear of your overgrown schnoz fur. We'll be back.
Edgar, you might want to check stall 4. I think Mr. Quigley has fallen asleep again.
Yeah.
Claude, are you coming to lunch or what? Oh, sorry, guys, no time. I got a huge assignment. Will wants me to write a public service announcement for him. A message to our nation's children using my words. And will they know that they are my words? Probably not. Definitely not. But that is not what is important. What's important is the message.
And what is the message?
I don't know.
Back when I was a kid, I could have used a PSA. If you need a bra when you're 9, don't fight it.
I wish I could just redo one of the classic PSAs, like remember the Indian with the trash at his feet and that single tear sliding down his craggy, leathery face? That taught me so much about littering and moisturizing.
For my money, the most powerful PSA was that one about the little girl that had the 2 dads.
That was a sitcom.
Doesn't mean it wasn't powerful.
Don't let me interrupt you three. Continue debating your favorite Flintstones episode.
Oh, there's no debate. It's the one where they mistake Dino's x-rays for Fred's.
Actually, we were talking about the public service announcement that Will has asked me to write for him.
What? That's absurd. I'm the one who consistently scrounges for any opportunity to distinguish myself.
Well, maybe you could distinguish yourself by, eating my dust.
I'll do nothing of the kind. Instead, I'll sit back and watch you fail. Oh, and get a manicure.
Okay, welcome to my first annual movie night, you guys.
Oh, thank you, Claude, for renting Crimson Tide. Although I don't know if I can watch Denzel with anybody else in the room. Ooh.
Yeah, there's never been a bad submarine movie. Speaking of which, are there sandwiches, Claude?
Yeah.
Soon. But first, I really need your guys' help with my PSA script.
No.
Come on, it'll be easy. Look, I've written several, and to help me pick the very, very, very best one, I am going to act them out for you.
Oh, good Lord, what did we get ourselves into?
No way, Claude. Pick 2, your favorite 2. Pick them, read them, then pop in Denzel.
Okay, well, you seem passionate about that, so... All right. The first one, I will call the first one.
Is this what you're going to be wearing?
Don't slow this down.
Go, Claude. When you read to a child, you're not just telling them a story. You're telling them you care. What about that? And now, a second one, which I call lying. If you tell a lie, you're not fooling the other person. You're fooling yourself. What about that? So, which one do you like better?
Oh, yeah, they were both good. I think the one about reading to your kid was more effective than the one about lying. Partly because I was being read to. And partly because you lied to get us over here.
Good, Carl. I think you're right. I really got the old writer's goosebumps when I read that one.
I like that, too. Go with the reading one.
Yeah? Okay, well, thank you for your input. The reading one it is.
Can I do a PSA? When you serve stale popcorn to your friends, you're not just saying you're cheap, you're saying you don't care. What about that? has some nerve thinking he can keep us out of the VIP lounge. We have as much right to be in there as he does.
Yup. None whatsoever.
Exactly. What? There's a lock on it.
That sneaky little weasel had a lock installed?
So this sneaky little weasel had a lock installed.
Classic! And then you distributed keys to all the bigwigs.
I better get on there.
So, Claude, you ready to march on in those comfortable shoes and give Will your PSA?
First of all, Lydia, you cannot undermine my confidence. Secondly, these shoes are not that comfortable. Well, I have here a PSA that will hopefully buff up your image and strike a blow for literacy all in one fell swoop.
Great.
Can I help you, Lydia?
Yeah. Give this PSA to Will, would you please? He let me write one, too. Oops.
Claude, I let Lydia write a PSA because she asked me to. And if I want to be perceived as a just and honest boss, I have to do crap like that.
I know. But why didn't you just tell me?
Because I didn't want to have this conversation. Now you relax, unwind, and think good thoughts while I read these and decide whose is better.
Hey, Claude. Hey, I don't know what's going on, but you seem unhappy. So I'm going to go ahead and read my newspaper.
Kip thinks he can outsmart me by installing a simple lock. Well, I did not fall off the turnip truck yesterday, mister.
Turnip truck's not supposed to come until Monday. Was it here yesterday?
Right. We're still locked out, and I broke my favorite bobby pin.
Oh, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I didn't realize anyone was here.
Oh, hey. Why do I think I know you? Did we go to college together?
No, I'm Tony Perkins, the morning show weatherman.
No, that's not it.
Well, suit yourself. FYI, they're out of cigars in there, and there's a 40% chance of rain.
Well, how disappointing for high-powered executives such as ourselves, right? Philip?
Yes. It sure is. Philip?
First of all, good work.
Are you talking to me?
Both of you. Lydia, I love the way you write.
It's a gift. You don't have.
But as good as your writing is, it lacks something. Feeling.
Really?
It's unfortunate, but you don't have the compassion that Claude does.
No one cares like I do. Sucker.
Now, Claude, every word you write is from the heart. But
It's just rambling, feel-good blather?
no, it's really sweet, rather well-constructed jibber-jabber. Here's an idea. Why don't you two work together?
Thank you, Will. That's a great idea.
That's why you're the boss.
Good.
I wouldn't work with you if it ensured world peace.
I wouldn't work with you if it lowered the price of women's shoes. Wait. No.
Now, this is more like it. King of the can.
Hey, Kip.
Got a mighty close shave in that sauna, like the day I was born.
Okay, that's it. I'm not going to let the two of you ruin this sacred place.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do?
I'll pick up that Franklin Mint phone and call security.
And say what? You're a trespasser and you want to report other trespassers?
Because you're a trespasser too. You're the trespasser. We're all
And I think you're an idiot.
touch him.
Yeah, don't touch him. Sit down somewhere. Oh, come on.
Hey, Will. Sauna's lovely today.
Washroom's crowded. I don't like a crowded washroom.
Yes, I think I remember reading something about that.
Give us a little time to get dressed, maybe.
No.
Because they love you more than you could ever jibber, jabber, gibber.
Somebody having trouble writing her PSA?
Why? What have you got?
Nothing. Yet. But I will. Because I'm driven to succeed. And you, well, it's only a matter of time before you run home and cry to your man, Mr. Bubble.
Is that fun for you, Lydia, the constant insults and bullying?
Well, yeah.
You really don't think bullying is wrong, do you?
It doesn't feel wrong. Looking back, I've been doing it ever since grade school. I remember Neil Vanderkamp was the first kid I ever made cry. He used to always wear red socks. Know what I called him?
I don't know, probably something clever like Red Sox Vanderkamp.
Oh, I told you this before. Ah, good times.
You know, not for Neil Vanderkamp or anybody else that you bullied.
Well, it wasn't all my fault. I mean, if the kids had ignored me, it wouldn't have been any fun. And I probably would have just stopped doing it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If you don't respond to a bully, there's nothing in it for the bully.
What about that?
So, the next time someone at school tries to be a bully, don't listen, ignore them, and walk away. What about that?
We did it. We helped the children.
Together.
We resolved our differences for the greater good, and every third grade bully who was watching the national news will be forever altered.
Plus, Will thinks we're really smart. Do you want to go find him and let him compliment us?
Let's do it for the children. Will, have you seen your PSA? We just watched it for the 4th time today.
Yep. And the New York Post saw it too.
Oh my God, what did they say?
Read it.
Will Butler uses PSA to apologize for bout with Kraut. Well, that's great. Isn't that great? Can you confirm that that's great?
I didn't want to apologize. It was his fault. He was crowding me. I am not sorry.
What about that?
Don't even think about trying to sneak in behind me.
Oh, we're not.
Because you're not getting in either. Who installed that?
Hey, guys. Guys? I'm feeling crowded again.